Washington Nationals vs Atlanta Braves. Washington Nationals vs Atlanta Braves. The Braves step up as heavy favorites at home with a -116 money line against the visiting Nationals, who are priced at +108. This is a stark contrast to the road woes plaguing Washington, which carries a 1-3 moneyline record on the road with a brutal -58.33% ROI in away games. The Braves, conversely, have been dominant at home with a perfect 4-0 moneyline record and an impressive 60.18% ROI in their last 4 contests at their home venue. Atlanta's pitching matchup features J.R. Ritchie making the start, though his credentials are modest at 1-2 with a 4.50 ERA and just 49 strikeouts, hardly the profile of a shutdown performer. Washington counters with Cade Cavalli, RHP, who presents a superior resume at 8-4 with a 3.55 ERA and 130 strikeouts, suggesting he can keep this game competitive. However, the location-based trends are too glaring to ignore. Washington's away trends show not just a 1-3 SU record but also a 1-3 ATS record with -50% ATS ROI, indicating they're losing outright and failing to cover as underdogs on the road. The run line sits at +172 for the away side at -1.5 and -210 for the Braves at 1.5, making the money line the safer play given Atlanta's home dominance. The total of 8.5 leans under, as Washington's away games show only a 1-3 OU record. The Braves' money line at -116 is the core play here, leveraging their 4-0 home record and 60.18% home ROI against a Nationals team that simply cannot win on the road. Philadelphia Phillies vs Baltimore Orioles. Philadelphia Phillies vs Baltimore Orioles. This matchup pits the Phillies as road favorites at -130 against the Orioles, who are listed at +120 on the money line. At first glance, this appears straightforward. Philadelphia has the superior starter with Zach Wheeler, who boasts an elite 2.53 ERA and 123 strikeouts across a 10-2 record. However, the underlying trends present a cautionary tale. The Phillies are in freefall, posting a devastating 2-8 overall moneyline record with a -69.00% ML ROI, and their road performance is even more alarming at 1-4 with -67.10% ROI. They've also failed to cover on the road, going 2-3 ATS with -20.33% ATS ROI. While Kyle Bradish, 7-9, 3.74 ERA, 114 SO, is not a dominant pitcher, the Orioles at least show stability at home, posting a 2-3 moneyline record with a -25.94% ROI, still negative but substantially better than Philadelphia's road collapse. The run line is set at -154 for Baltimore at 1.5 and +128 for Philadelphia at -1.5. The total sits at 7.5, and interestingly, the Orioles' home games show a 2-3 OU record while the Phillies' road games are 3-2 to the over. This is a fade the Phillies situation. Despite their pitching advantage, the -67.10% road ROI and 1-4 away record make the Orioles' money line at +120 the contrarian value play, especially with the price offering modest equity for a team that's at least solid at home. St. Louis Cardinals vs Toronto Blue Jays. St. Louis Cardinals vs Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are installed as home favorites at -120 against the Cardinals at +110 on the money line, and the home team's dominance is immediately evident in the trend data. Toronto's home record stands at a robust 3-1 with a 25.87% ROI, while St. Louis is in complete collapse on the road at 0-2 with a staggering -100% moneyline ROI and -100% ATS ROI. The Cardinals have also managed just a 0-2 OU record in their 2 road contests. Matthew Liberatore, 5-8, 5.26 ERA, 100 SO, is a subpar starter for the road team, posting an inflated ERA and mediocre strikeout rate, while the Blue Jays counter with Max Scherzer, a future Hall of Famer making a late career appearance, though his current 9.49 ERA and 1-4 record are deeply troubling. Despite Scherzer's elite pedigree, his material performance this season is deteriorating. The run line is priced at -188 for Toronto at -1.5 and +155 for St. Louis at 1.5, with the total set at 9.0. The Blue Jays' home trends show a 0-4 OU record, suggesting this matchup may lean under despite the elevated total. The Blue Jays' money line at -120 is a must-play, as the Cardinals' 0-2 road record with a -100% ROI represents an unrelenting failure to execute away from St. Louis, and Toronto's 3-1 home performance with 25.87% ROI provides the home field cushion needed to overcome Scherzer's poor season.